Hello friends! Thank you so much for joining me today in another video. This is going to be another one palette look video. Today I'll be featuring the Lorac Pro 2 palette. This is actually the first Lorac Pro palette that I got, and then I got the first one second. Kind of confusing. So today I created this very sultry, navy, nighttime appropriate look. Unknowingly, I'm creating a lot of nighttime appropriate looks with the Lorac Pro palettes. It's unintentional, but that's just what ends up happening. So when I looked at this palette, there's 18 shades, and the one shade that really draws my attention is that navy shade. And what do you know, it's also called navy. So I decided to run with that shade and see what kind of look I create, and this is what I came up with. I hope you guys enjoy what I came up with, and if you want to get this look, then keep on watching. Oh, and real quick, subscribe to me if you haven't already, and join the Breath of Beauty family, and also click on the notification bell. It's so cute. Why don't you click on it? Alright, let's get on to it. My hair's a little crazy. I'm gonna start off by priming my eyes using the Urban Decay Primer Potion, Eyeshadow Primer Potion in the anti-aging version, as always. Just gonna put that all over my eyes and blend it out. And yes, I have already done my foundation, my powder, my bronzer, highlight, brows. I think that's it. So yes, I have already done my face and my brows for the sake of time. So today I'm going in with the Lorac Pro 2 palette. I filmed the Lorac Pro 1 palette and put that video up on Monday. And I decided to continue on with the Lorac series, try to create a fun, smoky look today. I'm thinking of going for another smoky look. So if you open up the Lorac palette over here, again, there are matte shades on the top and shimmery shades on the bottom. It's quite more colorful and a little more cool toned than the Lorac Pro 1 palette, as you can see. And it has 16 shades. That's a lot of shades that you can play with, and I'm thinking I'm really drawn to this color right here. It's called Navy. What do you know? It's called Navy. But I'm really drawn to that shade, so I'm thinking of creating a pretty smoky navy eye with that. Eyes. I have two eyes. So since I just put on my eyeshadow primer, I'm gonna set my eyes using the color Buff. Just putting that all over my eyes to set it. And I'm just using a fluffy Eco Tools. It's called the Stay There Shadow eye brush. You see how strong my highlight is today? I went a little heavy-handed. Okay, so now that my eyes are set, as always, I'm gonna put on some sort of a transition color just to help, you know, just blend out any sort of darker or other eyeshadows that I put on my eyes. I'm taking the shade Light Brown on my MAC 224 brush. You can use any sort of fluffy brush. And just put that in my imaginary crease area. I'm gonna bring you guys in closer because I realize you might not be able to see what I'm doing exactly from so far away. So just fluff the light brown color into my crease area, and I'm sort of bringing it up a little bit. Not too dramatic, but just kind of lifting my eyes a little more towards the upper corner. So blending it and swoosh up like that. Make sense? My hair looks so crazy. So crazy. Alright, when everything is well blended out in your crease area, I'm going to take the shade called Navy now, and I'm going to go ahead and lay that color all over my lid area. I'm gonna just take this flat synthetic brush. It's a little dirty, but don't look at it. I'm gonna take that navy shade and put that on my lids. Oh yeah, there's a little fallout. And I'm kind of following a little bit of a winged shape here. Not as dramatic as the one I did with Lorac 1 palette, but just following that rough soft winged look. There's something very sultry about winged looks, I think. And let it meet up with that transition color. So right now the color isn't looking very opaque. So we'll have to go in layers. Looks a lot more opaque on my second layer. Getting the lash line area. No flesh peeking through. Most of the color is concentrated on the lid area, and with the little bit left, you can go a little more above the line that you have created already to give it a more blended look and meet up with that transition color. Keep layering on the color until you get the desired intensity. And we will blend it all out. So if it looks messy, that's quite alright. It's kind of impossible to not get messy when you're creating a very smoky look. Whoa, I look so different. I look so different. But that's the fun of makeup, right? It's all about creation. So the colors are looking pretty intense, but I think I want more intensity. So I'm gonna keep packing it on till I get the intensity that I want. Oh, that got rid of my fallout. I guess that works. Okay, so still looking pretty intense. I'm gonna go in with that Nectar shade now with the fluffy brush and start blending out a little bit the edges. Now I'm looking at my eyes and I'm thinking I want some more navy brought up a little further up. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna round out the eye shape a little bit. Like so. Rounding it out rather than making it cat eye looking. Just if you round it out, it kind of changes your eye shape a little bit, right? And it looks very messy, but we will blend it out. A ton of blending is required for smoky looks usually. So now that we brought the color up a little more on our lids, it looks a lot more rounded out instead of that feline look. Of course, you know, if you like that feline look, you want to keep it, by all means do so, but I just wanted to create a different sort of eye shape today, so that's what I did. Just slightly blending out the corners to give it that more diffused, winged out look. Like that. Now you could leave it here, I think, if you want to keep that very matte, smoky look, but I think I want to add a little more something something, so I think I'll go in with the color silver and add that to the inner third of my eyes for that very highlighted look. That's really pigmented. That's really pretty. And add that to the inner corner as well. That's super pigmented. My goodness. Ooh, the silver. The silver, so pretty. All right. I'll spare you from the super close up. I think it's looking pretty good. Now let's highlight. I'm gonna use the color beige. And I'm just gonna highlight my brow bone, just using my finger at first. I think I put too much. Before I look much more cray-cray, just blend that out. So now I'm gonna curl my lashes and put on some mascara, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. For mascara, I use the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara as always. And yes, you definitely can wear false lashes with this look. I think it would look very beautiful if you were to wear a full fluffy pair of fake lashes, but again, I'm trying not to wear them too often, so yeah. Just gonna go and stick with my natural lashes. Now that you've applied some mascara, I'm gonna go ahead and add that navy color to the lower lash line just to balance out everything. Again, you gotta be very careful with the color placement here. You don't wanna go too low or else it'll look like panda eyes, and we don't want that. So I'm taking that flat brush that I was using again earlier, and I'm being very close to the lower lash line. I'm not gonna line it all the way in. I'm just gonna stay in the outer half or so. And it's gonna be thicker on the outer corner and thinner going in. And we just kind of connect that lower lash line with the upper shadow. I also think it does look perfectly fine without having to apply it on the lower lash line. If you apply it on the lower lash line though, it does make it look more sultry and smoked out, so that's the difference. You look a little more, I guess, wide awake if you weren't putting it on the lower lash line. Now we can take that smaller synthetic brush and take that light brown color and smoke out that navy color you just placed on your lower lash line. Okay, so now that the eyes are done, it's time to move on to the lips, and I'm going to use the ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lip in the shade Slide. It's kind of a pinky color, and you know, I think a pinky color would look really good with navy, so that's why I picked this color. We shall see if it actually looks good. Whoa, that is very pink. So I think I'm gonna layer another color on top of this. It's gonna be the Too Faced Melted Liquefied Longwear Matte Lipstick in the shade Chihuahua. I'll just layer this on. So that's the completed look. It's a very smoky navy look. So do you guys like it? I hope you like it. If you do, please recreate it and share it with me on one of my social media platforms. I'd love to see your recreations. I had a lot of fun creating this look. I didn't really know at first how I was gonna take this look and how I was gonna utilize that navy shade. But I think I like how it turned out. It's a very sultry look. I think this is also another nighttime look, just like the other Lorac Pro 1 look that I created. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me just bring this look to life. It's a lot of fun just looking back at all the palettes that I have, and you know, usually I would look at a lot of palettes and go for neutral looks. But just being able to see those palettes and be a little more creative and step outside of my comfort zone to create various different looks that I wouldn't have otherwise if I didn't have this series, I think is really, really awesome. As I mentioned in my previous video, I'm really excited because I have a lot of videos planned for this year. I have, you know, more one palette looks, more product reviews, and also some travel videos I'm hoping to put up. I'm gonna be traveling to Korea and Japan in July and August, so I'm really excited to be putting up some travel vlogs. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So thank you so much for watching and joining me in my little beauty corner. I always love reading your nice, sweet comments, and I love being able to talk to you guys. Being able to directly interact with you is just such an amazing thing, and it's so much fun for me. So thank you for those of you that are incredibly sweet and leave nice comments and that are always super encouraging. I really appreciate it. As always, please subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. and join the Facebook group. Also, make sure to click on that notification bell next to the subscribe button so that you don't miss any videos that I put up. And lastly, remember that you are beautiful inside and out. I love you guys. Bye!